What's going on, everybody? Chad Belding with the Fowl Life Television. We're in Snow Goose Camp. I'm with my good buddy, Rob Roberts. Rob Roberts Custom Gunworks in Arkansas. You can see some of his masterpieces right here, those Benelli Super Black Eagle 3s. Welcome, my man.
Thank you. Thanks for letting me come play with you.
I love having you.
Awesome.
Oklahoma was awesome this year.
Oklahoma was just completely awesome, but we didn't have this kind of weather. This is beautiful.
We've been in Colorado together. We've been in North Dakota together. We've hunted a lot of different applications. We've been talking a lot the last 24 hours about choke tubes.
Right.
How do you choose the right choke tube? And I wanted to break it down where I know sometimes people like to pass shoot. There's some jump shooting involved in waterfowling, but my favorite kind of waterfowl hunting, Rob Roberts, is whether we're in the snow goose spread in the spring, a mallard cornfield spread, a mallard timber spread, mallard on a river, an oxbow, diver ducks, Canada geese in a cornfield or over a reservoir or one of those rock pits in Colorado up on the Front Range. I love decoying birds. Back flapping at 35 yards or closer. We trick them, we scouted them, we got the right decoy placement, the right setup, we sound like geese, we sound like ducks. I want to trick waterfowl. So I want to talk today about choosing the right choke tube for 35 yards and closer, decoying birds over the decoys. What should he or she be looking for when they go for a choke tube?
Well, there's kind of two ways of looking at it. A lot of people, I have the old sporting clay type mentality that I want to take the choke that works the best in my gun and go with it. So like a Benelli loves these T2 chokes. I keep a T2 choke, just like here. We're shooting Black Cloud BBs today, which works perfect. You know, if I'm in the timber or something like that, I may drop down to like 4s or something.
Go, boys.
But for other people, on the second part of it is, it's just like in sporting clays where you got the guys that go in there and study the different distances and everything. So in reality, if you've got everything 35 yards and in, take a look at this. What happens is basically the computer, we're shooting into the computer system. It's going to come in. It's actually taking digital photos of what you shot. Here it comes up on the computer screen. This is showing actually a 3-inch, a 10-inch, a 20-inch, and a 30-inch circle, which in reality, we really don't care anything about the 20, and as far as ducks concerned, we really don't care about the 10-inch. We like to see a concentration somewhere the 20 to 24-inch because your ducks are flying, your ducks are moving. You want to make sure that you got a solid pattern that basically, if you're off a little left, right, whatever, you're still killing ducks. You know, you don't want to be too tight.
But look at that pattern right there at 35 yards. I mean,
that pattern's awesome.
Nothing's flying through that.
No, and what you're running into on that.
What's that?
Your point of impact, you hit him dead nuts on that. You're shooting almost a 92% pattern. There's 180 pellets in that load. This is what you did. Forget about what this is over here, but you got a 31 and a 10-inch, 108 and a 20-inch, and 165 overall in the 30-inch circle.
165 BBs on target in 36 inches.
Yes. So in reality, if you've got everything 35 yards and in, a lot of people will want to go with what we call a T1, which is your more open choke, because you're not missing them. You know, sometimes they're missing because they've got overkill or they're completely annihilating. But I mean, that's two different ways of looking at it. And so what we try to do differently than everybody else that does chokes, and I'm not saying they're completely wrong and we're completely right. We study the guns, whether that be a Benelli, a Beretta, a Browning, a Winchester, a Remington, whatever the case may be. And so we go from bore diameters into it. So we call our system the T1, T2, T3 compared to IC modified full, if you would.
That's Rob Roberts. I'm Chad Belding. Thanks for joining us right here at Federal. We're going to have a ton more tips coming your way. For Rob Roberts, Chad Belding, thank you all very much. Kill him.